All right, no problem. I hearing you, but I am not seeing you. Ain't no USB. I can't even see Skype. I just hearing your voice, B. Yeah, you got it there now, yeah. Somebody asked if tonight cancel. No, 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 no. We don't cancel. We here. We don't cancel. Yeah. You hear that because I ain't saying that no, so. Still here. Still here. All right. Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, you should hear me now, right? Yeah, good. Monitor device. Okay. So,
But people can hear. Apparently, people hearing.
testing one, two. One, two. No, that's not it.
Okay, let me try. Let me cut down. Cut down and come again.
Alright. Alright,
Cut
still.
down. Yeah, they can hear. Come again. Yeah, they can hear.
Alright. Wait, put in
Yeah, loud and clear, Neil.
monitoring device. Okay, okay.
Say something, Neil. Say something, Neil.
They can't hear me now. I just don't get it. Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me now. I know Derek can hear me, but it's a very
Yeah,
common issue
Victoria
with
is
this
saying she
thing.
can't hear
So let
you.
me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. And
Yeah,
thank you very
Victoria is
much for
saying she
bearing with
can't hear.
us. With this. All right, so they're not hearing me. I get in bars here, but they're not hearing me. All right, this in one two.
You can
Scottie
hear you a little bit, but
defaulted.
you can hear you a little bit, but
All right, so there you can hear me.
yeah.
All right, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I super low. Why am I super low?
Yeah, the delay seems to be always there. I don't know.
Testing 1 2.
We can do to get rid of that. Yeah, seems to be always there. I don't know.
Testing 1 2 1 2. No, there's an echo. Oh.
All right, we
So,
improving.
testing 1 2 1 2 testing 1 2 1 2 testing. Can y'all hear me? Am I still super low? And Derek, let me get some bars from you.
Check 1 2.
No, I can't hear Derek. Of course, I can't hear Derek. No. Derek?
I can hear you in the feed though.
Right. So you can hear me. Still low, but slightly better. But not back to normal. So no, I got to microphone access. All right, Derek says some things. At least they can hear you. So that's half the thing.
Yeah, man. So yeah, for as usual, you know, they're trying to
That's the
the
patriarchy.
gremlins out trying to stop the thing.
The
Yeah, the
patriarchy.
patriarchy out to try to stop the word. Don't want the man to preach. Don't want the man to preach, but we ain't here tonight. Tommy was saying that you're really low still. But don't mind that. Don't mind that.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Right? Yeah, so it just giving you a little bit of a recap of the whole Trinidad affair. What went down in Diego Martin and the two young gentlemen who decided to delete each other over the affection of a young lady who was, it seems, dealing with both of them. And I would have told you I had a very interesting conversation with a friend of mine last night. Yo, dog, big at Kevin.
Shout out Kevin.
Huntley Crow.
Y'all can hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me.
If you're hearing Neil, just let us know if you're hearing Neil loud and clear, right? So yeah. So the question was for everybody. These two young men decided to off each other, and this lady went along, and it says, I like it was one. You're coming up, Neil. Yeah, 5 now.
All right, cool.
You're coming up. So yeah, these two young gentlemen decided to off each other. One of them, actually, it seems, had another lady pregnant, and whoever wrote the article, they made it a point to put one solitary sentence which read, "The woman was not hurt." You know, and my friend that was talking to last night, she made a point to say she liked the fact that in the incident,
Testing
the
1 2
the woman came out unhurt.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because usually when we hear about incidents like these, it is the men who are inflicting the pain and causing the deletion and all that. And in a very twisted way, folk, yeah, very twisted way, cabinet, I kind of agreed with her that I was glad that the woman was not hurt. Why? Yesterday or the day before, we also had an incident here in Barbados where the remains of a young lady were found.
Yeah.
Somewhere in St. Thomas. Yeah. And
shit.
Every time I hear stuff like this, I cringe. Every time I hear stories about, you know, men committing these kind of odious crimes, I always cringe because I know that people always bring out the pitchforks. Men and women bring out the pitchforks very quickly for men and say, you know, look what these men doing, how to unfair the women. The men, these men in the use. And then we gotta deal with that barrage and that onslaught on social media. We gotta do something with these men and this and that, next and third, and then somebody would come in the chat and say all men are dangerous and all kind of dog. Right? And for those of you who are not aware, that still sticks in my craw,
2 2 1 2.
right? The syndicate lived with it, Neil. So in a way, in a very twisted way, I was happy that the woman was able to escape the altercation unscathed, right? Unharmed, uninjured, everything. We saw last week, I think it was a football player, he threw his, I'll call her living girlfriend. I can't remember if she's wife or not. So I call her spouse. Let me use that word. He threw his spouse into television and then fled the scene and was on the run for a little bit. Right? And immediately upon hearing that, I again cringed because I knew that the ladies were going to come and they were going to say how men are dangerous and, men are this and that. So I was glad that this lady escaped the altercation. I was also glad, Neil, because I wanted it to be, as a teacher, I've been a teacher now. This is 2021, so I've been a teacher for some 24 years, right? I've been a teacher a long time. And I like to know that learning takes place. And I thought that this would be a teachable moment for men, not only here in Barbados and in the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, but across the Caribbean as well. Because we like to think, I can't live without she, and we hear all these things, and if I don't got anybody else, if I can't have anybody else, can't have you, and all them kind of things. We hear those things often. And I'm glad that this lady was able to escape unscathed, unharmed, because I wanted my men across the Caribbean to recognize what is going on, right? These two men deleted each other, and this lady is gone on. No repercussions, no consequences. Gone on free and clear now to deal with whomever she chooses. Free to deal with whomever she chooses, right? No repercussions, no consequences. She ain't even got to worry about the two of them anymore. If she feel like she attend the funeral, if not, she can say, man, it's COVID times, restrictions. Well, Trinidad, I think they lifted the restrictions on the 30th. So shoot, I might get a funeral, I might not. And she does not have to worry herself about these two gentlemen ever again. As a matter of fact, she is free to pick up with somebody else and carry on with her life as if these men did not exist. And that is what I want us as men to learn from Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen did not care. Scottie Pippen was unbothered by the fact that his wife, one Larsa Pippen, was running around with Future, was, doing her thing. As we all know, the Future said it. She belongs to the streets. She did her thing. And for Scottie to say, Scottie was like, yeah, very matter of fact. Yeah, it was a very immature thing for him to write the song about me and all that. She was a low point in her life, blah, 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 blah. And Scottie moved on. Till he quote the Eric Lewis song, he take it down and go along. And that's what we as men need to recognize. When those two gentlemen came upon each other at 2 a.m., we all know, especially here in the cabinet, at 2 a.m., there's nothing going on that is on the up and up. At 2 a.m., that is minutes away from 2:37. So we know what time it is. At 2:37 it is. That is it. You know what I mean? So you ain't even gotta worry. When whoever wrote, I didn't get into the details because I find lately trying to preserve my peace of mind. I go and slum it for the content, for us to dissect, because I want to teach, and then I kind of like let that stuff pass. So I didn't get into the nitty gritty of who approached whom and all that. When those two men came upon each other and they realized, you know what? Well, he's dealing with she, and you dealing with she too. You know what? This chick
She belongs to the streets.
They display the
I
mind.
chalk it up to the game, and I see.
We got display the mind.
I just keep it pushing. Yeah, just keep it pushing, because she is playing both of you.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
A couple months ago, there was a situation. I think this was in Trinidad as well, where a prison officer, his wife was recorded getting like folded up like laundry, back blown out,
like 2 men,
run up and through by 2 men who happened to be his co-workers. And this guy decided, you know what, enough is sufficient, and he decided to delete himself as well. All right. Years ago, again, there was a guy, he found out that his wife was cheating on him, and this is in Grenada. He dealt with her and the man, put their heads in 2 salt meat buckets, and went to the police station with them. Right? At some point, we talk about the abundance mindset. And at some point, you have to recognize, you know what? I am about to ruin, or in the case of these 2 young gentlemen, end my life over a woman who was not treating me well in the first place. Because the reality is, if she is out there at 2:37 a.m., 2:37 a.m., that's action time, Jimmy, right? So if she's out there with a man walking the streets, literally on the streets with a man, yeah, at 2 a.m., clearly she don't like belong, because we got very, very careful how you use these terms. She don't belong to you like that. Chalk it up to the game, as a youngster so eloquently put it in the clip earlier from Instagram. She got some good stuff. You had peace, keep it trucking, right? This other guy, he get a piece, keep it trucking. But do not ruin your life or end your life over someone who was never had any intentions of doing like that, and who is not going to walk away unscathed and go on to somebody else. Because I saw a picture of the girl. She's a good-looking chick.
Yeah, she ain't looking.
Good-looking chick, right? So I assure you, somebody is there comforting her as we speak. Rest your head here, so don't worry. Rest your head there. Don't worry about it. You could cry on my shoulder.
No, in my lap.
Put your head in my lap. Come. Rest your head there. You could cry. It's okay. You can go over here. I can comfort you. It's all right. And then 2 men gone on. Fellas, you have to embrace that abundance mindset. Let me quote my auntie Rosalind again, right? Never run behind a bus or a woman. Another one will always come. 2 things on this earth you can be sure will always be here: women and water. Yeah. So do not run. And let me be very clear. Because I don't want it to sound as if it's very harsh, or if I'm being cold. People say my heart is black. I hear I'm emotionally constipated. I hear I'm a little cold. All those things. But I am, well, like, maybe some of those things. But I am not, bereft of understanding. I can still relate, right? And I understand when you got a woman and you with this woman for a little bit, and you invest your time, you invest your money, you invest your energy, you give her all your attention. I get it. I trust me, I get it. It is very easy to say I could be. I think it was the guy Francois that walked up and met upon Galston and the woman. Please note also, note that I say the woman, she's also referred to as the woman. She has not been identified by name in the article. All right? Please note that. She's been protected. Right? Good. So keep that in mind. So I get it. When you've invested your time, your energy, your money, your attention, you want to see return on that. What return looks like for you as an individual man will be different from what it looks like for me or even for Neil. So I get that you want to see that investment. But I tell you guys all the time, women are not like banks. You're not going to get out what you put in. Sorry, let me not say you're not. You don't always get out what you put in. Right? Women are not like banks. So you have to adopt a mindset of, well, I'll chalk this up to the game. I get burned, and that's that. And you move on. I know, fellas, I know it hurts like hell.
Oh, yes.
You know it hurts like hell. The end nothing worse than you running up on your man or your woman with a man. There is nothing worse than that. You go somewhere, you butt up on the two of them. There is nothing worse than that. And again, I'm telling you this from first-hand experience. There is nothing worse than you meeting up on your woman with another man. But guess what? You have a lot more to live for. And you have to essentially, this is one time I can adopt that phrase, you have to man up and move on. You have to adopt that mindset. Otherwise, you run the risk of getting yourself into altercations, which is risk of injury, and in these guys' cases, even death. Might get shot 7 times. That's all out gunfight.
Or kick around, shoot up.
Yeah, and here's the thing: they may even own their own guns. They're using their service revolvers. So they're taking the government of Trinidad money to shoot at one another. 2 men that are in the armed forces of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. And they're taking the what do we call it? The purse. They're taking the purse of the country, funded by the purse of the Trinidad government, to shoot at one another. Yeah, then easier man with a man maybe worse. I got a story that I really can't share on here about that. Yeah, we will share that. But I understand when you invest in somebody, right? I understand that you want to see return on that investment. I understand that you see the first thing you said was she's on all these years we together. Shoot, even all these months we together, and you kind of dog me out like this. It happens. Folk, you got this happens for women too, right? I understand you're a little bit more emotional. You get a bit of a pass. Men don't, right? Because women are allowed to respond emotionally and belt out things and burn up things. They watch Waiting to Exhale over the weekend deal. We can have a talk about that. And we get into the road. We can talk about the 90s, those 90s movies and the impact they have had on the dating scene. How women approach dating. We can talk about it. It's going to be interesting. So yeah, I get it that women get vexed and say you horny me and burn everything, throw like things, throw the clothes in a basin and bleach them. But you gotta say, this ain't for me. Clearly, this body is not as invested as I am. Let me just move on. Just move on.
Listen, man. Which one is send a baku for me? Got my headphones just breaking my hand. Like, for real. What going on? Well, hold on a minute, man.
So yeah, it's one of them days. One of those days. Whoever may blink the Neil tonight, just take it off. Right? For you're watching the Senate podcast here on YouTube. We had 199 subscribers. We want to get to 200 before the night is out. So somebody hit that subscribe button and let me get up to 200. It'd be great. It'd be awesome. It really made my night. Apparently the audio is rocking now, Neil, but he can't hear because he doesn't have on any headphones. So yeah, that's how life goes. So yeah, folks, we have come to that point, and we hear that this happens too often. I can speak within the Caribbean context. It happens too often here in Barbados. Shoot, it happened. It ended badly because these two guys ended up deleting each other. But too often, a man find out again horn and blow a shearing and somebody don't report it and that kind of thing, or it goes to the extreme like this. You know what I mean? Too often that happens, and we have to, and that happens because we've become so wrapped up, so involved in the person. No. If these two other guys recognize that they have more to live for, shoot, one guy, he got another woman pregnant. He got a whole other family that he got to live for. He would have found a way to de-escalate that situation so that they may end up in that kind of shootout where people ducking behind cars and shooting at one another and all that. I know both of them gone. So now his other family, without a father, that baby on the way, daddy gone. That child is never going to see their father. Never going to see their father. He ain't consider that. Yeah. The other guy, his family. Unless, remember I Choco would tell you, no man is an Islam. So unless he lives all alone by his lonesome self, somebody out there cares for him, looks out for him, wants to see him come home. I know they have to go and visit him in a funeral home. Identify him by a toe tag. You gotta recognize, folks. Sometimes this might sound bad, because I can talk to my men, right? Fellas, sometimes you gotta recognize these girls ain't worth it. Yeah, and for those of you who want to fight me and say, well, oh, you can see the women ain't worth it. Shoot, she had both of them. Walked away unhurt. Gone on with her life. If she was worth it, she would have been with one of those guys. Shoot, I'm pretty sure she's aware that the other guy had another family, but she dealt with him anyway. And she led both of those men to believe that they were the man. Sometimes, fellas, we gotta recognize, girl, she ain't worth it. Take along. She ain't worth it. Move on. The other one will come. You know what I mean? Need with us? You look befuddled. Literally, it seems. Yeah. So, folks, let me know. You think you're talking craziness? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, man, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Wait, hold on.
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
No, we can't hear nothing. Again. Let me see here. Derek?
Still here.
All right, good. All right, hold on a second, people. Just give me 1 second. Real tap audio. I don't know why I can't hear any of these headphones, no? All right, I don't know what to do. these pair of headphones, which normally work, don't seem to be working. I've tried to switch headphones. I can see that I still getting levels. I can go here and I can go to Derek.
Still here.
Ah, good. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and you witches and wizards are out there watching as well. You are watching the Senate podcast. I'd like you to comment, share, subscribe, hit notification bell. What do I have to say on the matter? Well, I can't agree with you more, Derek. I always found it very strange why men would look to cancel themselves and or a woman that does not return their love or have somebody else's love. You know what I mean? Or is sharing the love. For me personally, I have cried before. I've been upset before, but I've never been to a point where I gained by somebody's house or I running behind a woman or, you know what I mean? Like I never, if I found out that the woman I was dating, if it was alleged that the woman had another man, most I would do is answer your question and, you know, keep it trucking. But this is why we say, ladies and gentlemen, why we say this space is for men and this space is to better men. And in doing so, we have to let men understand. I understand. We all love sex. They say it here all the time in this space. Everybody loves sex. Every time we pose this question, once it's going to be chat like crazy. Everybody loves sex. But we have to understand that in the liking of the sex, in the appreciation of the sex, it is very temporary. It is very fleeting. There is nothing you can do with it. Yes, I understand love is love. But at the end, and it hurts, man. Gosh darn it. It hurts when a woman tell you quite point blank, I don't love you anymore. I don't feel the same way about you anymore. I want to move on from you. You understand? It stings like no other. Somebody ripping in your chest and taking out your spirit, your soul. But we have to persevere. We have to channel that hurt, that pain, that anger, whatever we are feeling, and channel it within ourselves. We have to seek therapy and we have to improve ourselves, because you deleting somebody, a lover or a competitor or yourself, ain't doing nobody no good. I always say, if a woman I have is cheating on me, I don't know if I ever get cheated on. I ain't be quick to say I never get cheated on. I'm an idiot. I ain't no proof. But I would say that I would never confront another man about a woman I am seeing. I would never confront another man about a woman I am seeing. If a woman is my girlfriend, or she told me that she loves me and is my girlfriend, I'm seeing Derek, for me to go to Derek and say, my man, keep from my girl. Whatever Derek give me, I gotta carry home with me. Because my crawl is not with Derek. Shoot, we speak about this. I mean, a few weeks ago, Erica came in the chat and talked about being integrous and denying free loving. But I can assure you, if a woman come and offer Derek, so if I date a woman, and a woman come to Derek and say, Derek, I got a little loving for you. I know I got name, but I got a little loving for inside. Yes, if Derek take it,
she can't include that part. She can't include that part.
No, she can't include that part. But if Derek takes it, yes, Derek is a scumbag. But Derek ain't went and forcibly take it from nobody. You understand?
Exactly.
My gross is with the woman. My gross is with the woman. Because let's be honest, I know we like to bring up these codes for men and women, you know. Derek, how you could deal with a woman that I dealing with? But if Derek don't know I dealing with this woman, and this woman go and deal with Derek, tell Derek there ain't nobody, it's just you. I like you and I want you. Or shoot, even if she say, well, I got a man, but you don't worry about he is you I want. Shoot, even if she comes and says point blank, Neil is my boyfriend, right? Yes, Derek taking the poom is reprehensible. It's reprehensible. But in the end, the woman come to Derek.
Can you really blame a man?
Yeah, right? Because we gotta be very careful how we approach this thing. Do not confront anybody about anything that is clearly not yours. The woman is not yours to start. Out of the box, a woman is a woman. We's always here. The loving ain't yours. We are told we can't speak on a woman's body. We are told we got rid. A woman is a woman is a woman is a woman. What she wants to do with her body. What was the phrase, Derek?
She has agency over her parts.
The woman has agency over her parts. So if today she won, let me be the agent of her parts, and tomorrow Derek to be the agent of her parts, then that is just the game. Men, invest in yourself heavily. Pour into yourself heavily. So that when situations come at you dating a woman and you find out she got a man or two, you could say, all right, let me just check myself and make sure that I ain't got any STDs. Once you clean and clear, block and delete. And I don't mean delete in that way. I mean like in a phone. I don't mean block the person and move on with your life. Do not engage the person, right? We've all had heartbreaks. We've all had women that, shoot, I had a woman tell me one time, I don't like this version of you. I do not like this version of you. You know what I mean? I do not like this version of you. And that hurt me to my core because I thought this person was somebody that meant a lot to me. Very close to me, and she told me she did not like this version of me. Granted, I made a mistake, but I had to take that, know what I have done, know what she has said and how she feels, and all the begging. Cause man, I talk about this every week, you know. See all the begging, you see all the pleading, the negotiating. When a woman done, she done, you know.
She done.
When she is not about you anymore, you could sing a tune, you could hum, you could cry a yam, as we say here in Barbados. She ain't looking back at you. So with that being said, there is no need to confront anybody else about a woman, right? Man, if you even got an inkling and you feeling to get in your car and drive away and go and see this person, don't do it. And I understand, like some of us, we are married, we have children, we've invested a lot, we've given a lot of time, energy, and money, but that is the problem. The problem is that you've overextended yourself. There in this space said a few weeks ago that never give what you can't do without. Never give. If I got $100 in my name, I ain't got no other money, and Derek come and ask me for $80, but you know I gotta buy food and I gotta put gas in my car. I gotta tell Derek I don't have the money though, because if I give Derek my $100 and Derek goes along and takes care of his business, and now I am broke, I can't.
Where does that leave you?
It leaves me nowhere. So you gotta pay yourself first. You gotta pour into yourself first. So men, I understand the love, the access to intimacy, the affection, the emotion, feeling vulnerable around a woman, because we as men don't feel vulnerable. We don't feel safe to feel vulnerable. And I understand when a woman comes into our space, we feel the impetus to just let down our guard and soften our stance. But I ain't gonna.
Well, you should.
You should. You should. But you're going no time and place.
If you with a woman and you feel like you want to fight all the time and you want to be combative, yeah, that ain't necessarily the woman you want.
Agreed. But then just Joe, that's fine, because the duppy's out tonight to get me. Everything dropping apart here in the studio. So, but we here, we limping along. But the thing about it is that if you pour into yourself first and you feel comfortable with where you are and where you want to be, shoot, as I tell people, money don't buy happiness, but wiping my tears in $100 bills in my Sandy Lane mansion ain't so bad.
I could work with that.
That ain't terrible. You understand? Get your money up, get your health up, get your purpose up. Do what you have to do for you. I'm not telling y'all don't date women. I'm not telling y'all don't, engage women or seek out companionship. But you have to know that if a person comes into your life that she can do, or he, whoever is your flavor of the day, they can do what they want. A person ain't bound to you. Even if they're married to you, they're not bound to you. They're not. There's nothing written in the stars saying they got. If a woman decide one day, they got men here that married, they got men here that in relationship, you want to wake up one more and say, don't like you, I don't want you. Again, in courthouse and filing with divorce papers. What you gonna do?
No fault divorce.
What are you gonna do? The woman does not want to do any The woman doesn't want to do any counseling. The woman doesn't want to do anything but divorce. Then what do? Keep it trucking. It hard, fellas. Do not go and trouble no woman. Do not go and trouble no man that dealing with your woman. Do not chalk it up to the game and keep it moving. My man Aston came in here the other week, and he told us of a story that if it had happened to any other wannabe, we would have get brought down like a fraction. Right? Shoot, Aston sounded like he was broken down, right? But what did Aston do? Aston said very well. Yeah, sure, it may be scorched earth for him and any other woman at this point in time. But over time, he will pour into himself. He will pour into his child. He will pour into his purpose. You know, he would seek counseling and therapy, or he would get to a space where he say, no, well, I can try again, right? But next time, again, I'm my Gideon boots and my khaki suit.
Correct. I
ain't getting in there. I ain't getting in there. My speedo thinking that love will conquer all. Because let's face it, in an ideal world, that is so. But we don't live in an ideal world. We don't know another person's thoughts or heart. Do not do stupid things because of a woman. I can guarantee you, and I can put something, I can get a little controversial here, Derek. But you know what?
Yes, it's what we do.
As the studio around me crumbles, and I got things that I gotta deal with as we, wrap up this show later on tonight. I'm gonna say this, right? Men and women, under the sound of my voice, as Derek would like to say, I want y'all to tell me how many times a man ever done with you, or you as a man done with a woman. I can wait patiently. And if y'all, yes, I ain't saying a woman ain't get dumped by a man or whatever, but how often? You have had 10 boyfriends. Out of the 10 boyfriends, how many men dump you? Women leave men
spicy.
much more often than women. The running theme is, if a man and a woman break up, you ask the man what you do now. What foolishness you ain't do now. But you know what? The man ain't break up the relationship though. The man might have do the worst. He was willing to stick it out and work it out though. But women done. So you know what? Men operate under the guise, right? And I know this can be a little controversial, but operate under the guise, right? That at a moment's notice, a woman could decide.
You're done with that.
I done with you on that. I done with you on that. So what are you gonna do? What is your recourse if you're a woman that you lying on next to right now listening to us, tell you tomorrow I done with you on that. I picking up the kids and I moving out. You got to emotionally understand that there's nothing you can do other than to pour into yourself and handle your business. It sounds hard, but this is what the world is. And I know people can say, oh, y'all bitter, y'all this, y'all that, y'all the third. Yes, the world has made us bitter and jaded. And the world has made you bitter and jaded. Because we all live in a world where people don't care about one another. So,
not me.
So, do not, and it's so funny that we're hearing these stories about a man, a woman going to another man, and this and that, and the next and third. When we've always heard about the cheating and the horrors of men being unfaithful, the infidelity of men, right? But men, by and large, the majority of men that cheat are heterosexual, and if they are heterosexual, that would stand to reason that they're cheating with a woman.
Good one, yeah. Would you look at that?
So let me lay down our arms a bit here, people, and understand that causing bodily harm on somebody else is never the answer. It never makes sense. Never made sense confronting another man about your woman. Shoot. Just even that sentence don't make sense. You confronting another man about your woman. No, you're confronting the man about your woman. And if you think about it like that, then you really got to confront the man about. Team. Yeah, it's a tight team. So that's what you got for it, right? Do not put yourselves in situations and positions where you can be arrested or you can be maimed or you could be deleted behind a woman. Because I understand, yo. The other day I was by a friend of mine and we were listening to some them oldie goldies, Chicago and you know, the Delphonics, and we was listening to some old tunes. I mean, where the it on YouTube, but the record's still crackling. You know what I mean? And you know, there's a song by Chicago where the man said, like, essentially, I would slay the dragon for you. I would climb the oceans for you. I would move mountains. You know what I mean? I would stop a bullet for you. I would catch a grenade for you. Man, I need sound of my voice.
Just for records.
It's just for records. My man Derek here, the sing enough acapella ballads, so sweet. He got a song there beyond, right?
It's true.
But I listen to that song tonight and I tell myself, this would have catch me 20 years ago, boy. You can go beyond. You can go the extra mile. Shoot, how many shorts have we done? There, I can go off a bit, man. Women want us to go the extra mile. Women want us to show that we care and that we are vulnerable. They want us to put down our armor, our sword and shield, and lay down next to them and be vulnerable. But then one day they're going to come and tell us, yes, it's my body. It's my right. I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't feel in love with you anymore. I'm bad.
That's their right.
And that is their right.
That's a human.
But no, you have put away your armor, your short sword and shield is now in storage. Rusted. Man, be very, very careful and cautious about what you do, because at the end of the day, women do for themselves. Women have started to empower themselves to do for themselves as they see fit.
Woo! Woo!
Right? So
I love that, man. I wish you had the air horn.
Right? Women do for themselves. That is their right. That is their right. If you live in the Western world, women, you are the most liberated, you're the most empowered, and you are the most liberated, educated that you've ever been in your life. While we men are in the tailspin trying to catch up or trying to make heads and tails of the situation, well, men, we have to take a page out of the women's book and we have to do for ourselves. We have to educate ourselves, we have to empower ourselves, and we have to better ourselves emotionally. If a woman come around you with the BS, we joke about the Keelan Awards, right? But if a woman come around you with the BS, you gotta stand in your frame. She could walk the street and talk bad about you, and that's fine. But if you know that you've not done her anything wrong, you've been honest and forthright with her, and you've held yourself accountable and to a standard that you know you are as a man, because we get tapped about this word being a man, right? I got a penis and testicles. I making a certain amount of money when the year come. I paying my bills on time. I making sure my car oil changed and checked and my tires got pressure. That's not what being a man is. See, being a man is a characteristic. Being a man, when we talk about being a man, is a man that is about his word, about his commitment, about his honor, and about his accountability. A man is human, so a man will make mistakes. I ain't here telling you that a man perfect. That's not what I'm telling you. But a man will own up to his mistakes. And society, this patriarchal society, holds us to that standard. So if we are held to a standard by society where we men can't rumble and do as we like no more, which is fine, right? Wait. Man, Natalia make this for him, man.
It's appropriate.
Natalia, man.
It's appropriate that the president of the 237 ladies should be at number 200.
I want to thank you, but I also want to say, how you mean you know realize you and subscribe? Anyhow, thank you very much. We've reached 200. Probably that's why everything going to crap. I had a real nice pair of headphones. I gotta fix them. But I want to make sure that I understand, right? And if y'all could clip this, I don't know how y'all just do it or whatever, but y'all, I can put this in a clip. I want to say it and I'm gonna say it again. Right? Being a man is a man that stands by his principles, his integrity, his honor, his commitments, and he does right by those himself and those around him. He takes himself and holds himself accountable when he makes mistakes. He provides and defends, not only financially, because we are judged by our wallets now. If we cannot come into a certain tax bracket, if we can't pay for a meal at a fancy restaurant, we's a dud. Right?
Yep.
So I am here to tell you all that I want y'all to think long and hard about what you want in a man. What is a man? Men and women on the sound of my voice. What is a man? You want a man to be filled with integrity. You want a man to say, you know what? My bad, I did wrong. You want a man to be honest and truthful. And bearing in mind that the man is human, because let's be honest. Look, how many of you are honest and truthful 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year? If you are a person that never tell a lie in your life or doesn't tell a lie, and I ain't talking about the big ones, I don't mean small ones too. So we are being held to a standard, which is fine. This is what we signed up for. But we got to start holding everybody else to this standard too. Right? Stop having men around you that are not men. You see me got my hair like this. I play video games. You know, my lifestyle is very strange. It's not very conventional. But by and large, I've come to understand and realize that I'm a man. Right? I take care of mine. Sometimes I barely make it. Sometimes I got a lot left over. But I make sure that I am taken care of and the people around me are taken care of. I ain't rich. Shoot. I'm far from rich. But I take care of mine. And if we are going to have men with this, I can storm the castle for you. I can storm the room for you. Right? I can defend her honor. Those days are done. Women, you wanted equality, and through the art of feminism, y'all don't want to be damsel in distress. Men, I don't know how much more ways you need to hear this, but they are not damsels in distress anymore. They are not yours to be saved. If a man decides to go up in a room with 2 other men to have sex, that is on her. Once she is willing, once she is a complicit participant in that threesome, that got nothing to do with you. Likewise, if you found out your woman is cheating on you, pregnant for another man, any of the above things, brother man, it can hurt, but take it as a sign that you dodged the bullet. You know, Derek was talking about a situation last week where a gentleman, he was together with a woman for a while and she broke up with him. Man was putting a lot into her and the relationship and going above and beyond the extra mile. I know the man is torn up. And Derek had to tell that man several times, you've dodged the bullet. He may not want to hear it, but you have dodged a bullet. So the same way women don't want to be damsels in distress no more. So stop treating them like that. I ain't telling you to rough them up. I ain't telling y'all to treat them badly, no. But this whole big man left my girl, you know, see my girl and left the girl call. I will never tell a man that. I have never told a man that. I never will tell a man that. Because that is not my place. That is, shoot, fellas, we all know a woman. We have all been there where you've been having relations with a woman and she say, who poom poom is this? Who this poom poom belong to? I don't get into that. I do not get into that. Why? Because it ain't mine. If I tell you that it's mine, I can be acting. We both here playing the fool. I'm caught up in the moment. It is not yours, fellas. Nothing on that woman is yours. Not even her love is yours. So stop trying to defend what is not yours. If a person comes to perpetrate your house, if a person comes to break your house with a woman, defend it. If a woman comes, a man disrespects your woman, defend it. But if a woman willingly engrossing in the disrespect, willingly taking on another man, willingly going bed hopping, Larsa Pippen, Scottie Pippen, no acting a damn fool, in my opinion. A damn fool. I would have simply said, Larsa, you know, clearly you want Pookie and Ray Ray. Enjoy yourself.
Do your thing.
Right?
Do your thing.
So that is my 2 cents. I want to make sure that it's very, very, very clear. We make jokes and we talk about Roster-farian and everything like that. But we must take away the salient points, man, is that a woman does not belong to you. Her body, her emotions, her love. You have no right to this woman. You have no right to holler to a random woman on the street. You have no entitlement to this woman's attention, her affection, her love, nothing. So why are you bending over backwards to keep or attain something that is not yours? It's not yours. It is not your right to have it. So why are you going after it? This is a person. This ain't even an it. This is a person. So why you Stop hollering at women in the streets. Woman pass, psst, my sexy friend. Why? The success rate of that is extremely low. That is not going to benefit you. You ain't getting. No woman has ever in the history of man said, I will marry you because you seats at me. You can imagine the boy never sit down at a wedding and say, so how wanna meet man? Like, he holler at me and tell me my pum pum fat. A day when in the walking street and they take you on. Man.
See my guy Hugh shouting in.
Hugh, shout out. But man, be on your purpose, be on your game. Sex is fleeting, sex is not important, it is not the goal. Right? Trust and believe. As much as the woman that leave you today, I tell you I got a man, or I love another man, I don't love you, whatever, get your purpose up, get your money up, get your career up, get your education up, get yourself to a level where when she look back at you, she can say, all right, oops, I messed up. So that is my thing. That is where I am. I am tired of hearing stories about men doing stupid things behind women. I'm tired of hearing men hollering at women in the streets. I am tired of men acting out of character behind women. Because it don't make sense. It does not make sense confronting a man and having a shoot up on the street again a woman. The woman gonna know. The woman gonna wipe 2 tears. And probably at that same funeral gonna pick up another man and go on about she business.
She's a good-looking girl, so I am confident in that she DMs full. You know what I mean? So she ain't even got a good funeral to get somebody else to take her on, right? What I will say is, I want to touch on something you said. If you know as a man that you've done your best or you've done right by the woman, right? You don't got to worry about it. Life works it out. Trust me, fellas. Life works it out. That once you've done right by the woman and she goes on with somebody else and she decided, you know, she can do. As a matter of fact, I think this happens with some men too, who figure that they can do better. And then they actually make a terrible mistake and, you know, it don't work out so well after that. So you don't got to worry about it. As Neil said, you're going to be doing things strange, out of character, out of your masculine frame, chasing behind a woman, and then realizing, oh, hell, look what I'm going to do to myself. I have ruined my life or shortened my life or whatever. I want to share something with you guys. A partner of mine would have sent me. And he said, we were having a conversation. He said, you know, there's some stuff based on what I would have said and some stuff that he's experienced in his own life. And this is what he would suggest men do. 1, work on your health. Yeah? So go for your yearly medical checkups. 2, work on your dental. Go for your biannual cleanings. Learn to floss and brush your teeth. I hate that I have to say that to my men because I figure in 2021 that, you know, we be organizing ourselves a little better in that regard. But I know some people still walking about and they're a little funky, but so sort it out. 3, invest in a soap that makes you smell nice even when you ain't busting off a cologne. Yeah, there are a lot out there. As a matter of fact, here's a little tip for you guys. If you wear a woman's deodorant, it smells awesome. It's just as strong, some of them, in terms of blocking scents and stuff. So
you're your second man that has told me that in as many months. There's another man close to me that told me that there, and at first I was like, that what, bro? But
yeah, trust me, I ain't gonna put you wrong. 4, exercise and getting some nice fitting clothes. Have clothes and shoes for all occasions. 5, have at least 2 watches, a casual and a dress. 6, take a cooking class if you're in a natural in the kitchen and learn about wines, not the parrot wine. Yeah. Parrot wines drink good though, so come on.
It ain't terrible.
Parrot wines drinks pretty well. And 7, finance. Keep track of your spending and have some bailout money somewhere. MTR, when he does his live stream, he would always encourage men to have emergency funds of up to like 6 months, right? In these kind of times, I don't know if that's practical for everybody, but I would definitely suggest that, as my partner is saying, you know, have some money squirreled away somewhere so that you can in a pinch, you could do what you need to do. Focus on yourself. Build yourself up. If that guy has seen um, his woman with the man at 2 o'clock in the morning, and he has said, you know what? Boy, that hurt, boy. Let me go home and breathe myself here, and then we get in the morning. He say, you my belly hurting me. Let me go and lift some weights. You know what I mean? Let me go and channel that energy into something else productive. Let me go and do something else
for yourself,
for myself. Let me go and take a class somewhere. Let me learn to cook. Let me learn a language so that I could communicate in French or whatever. Let me do something for myself that is going to build me up so that I ain't just book the place, knocking boat and walking boat, dribbling, as Alfred Pregnant said in a skit back in the day. You know, gentlemen, pour into yourself is the best investment you will ever make. Right? I went to the gym today. Big up Twin Gym. Big up Ryan. And you shoot, had an awesome workout. It was fairly intense, but I made it through. I feel better for it. Right? 41 now. Right? I am feeling as good as I've ever felt. I can wear my shirts, I'm tucking them in my pants and don't feel any way about it. My belly is buffing over, you know what I mean? And I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And
yeah, tell that we don't look like 40. We don't
exactly,
look like 40.
You know. As a matter of fact, somebody they thought I was 35. You know what I mean? So I am feeling pretty good about that. When I was 28, some people thought I was 35. So I guess 35 is a pretty decent age for me. Good facts there, says Hugh. Yeah, work on yourself. There's no better investment. Yeah, I gonna run down them things again because I want to make sure that the cabinet hearing what he's saying and can really appreciate and understand what it is that you gotta get in order for your life, right? Work on check on getting your health, a yearly medical. I know, man, we don't like to get your doctor, but once a year is great. Dental, make sure your mouth sort out twice a year. Yeah, get clean, learn how to floss and brush your own teeth, right? Get a decent soap, right? I know back in the day it was Lifebuoy. These days, man, it's roll with some Irish Spring. You used to do some blue soap and thing way back in the day. If you got your skin tight. Here, got your skin white. But get a soap that can, shoot, even a body wash. For those of you who don't really use the soaps, shoot, Irish Spring has a body wash, by the way, so you can use that as well. Exercise and get some nice fitting clothes. Yeah, being in the 90s, so the baggy thing, we can left that out now. 35 plus shipping and handling, Derek, says Philip. Good night to you, sir. Good to see you, man. Yeah, have at least 2 watches, a casual and a dress. Yeah. Take a cooking class if you're in the national kitchen. Learn about wines, not the parrot wine. No offense to the parrot wine, but again, learn how to cook. Why? That's important for you to survive as a human being.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, learn how to cook, and then finance. Keep track of how you're spending your money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then when you gathered up enough, find a way, some place to invest your money. Yeah, savings alone is not going to get you to the end of your life, so you got to find a way to some place to invest, right? And I admittedly, from what I'm hearing, the investment opportunities in Barbados are not particularly plentiful, but you can find a way to squirrel away something for yourself, right? Yeah, man.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Senate podcast. We are about to implore you to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Yeah, we are at 200 subscribers. Thank you very much to Natalia, the 237 president that was slacking on her duty as the president. Just joking. But yeah, we want to make sure that people understand why we are here, right? I mean, we do these shorts, we come here, y'all laugh at the rants. I understand that some of the things that we are saying can come over as very sexist and misogynistic, but the truth of the matter is that there's a disconnect. But not only because of men and women, but also with ourselves as individuals, as men and women. Men, we are not doing things with intent. We're not doing things with intent. We are not living our lives with intent. As Derek said, Derek just said, you are, but they're just going about living your life. You ain't taking care of your money. You ain't taking care of your health. You're not taking care of your mind. You're not taking care of anything you're doing. And then a woman comes along, gives you access to intimacy, and it's like a drug. You ain't got nothing else going on. So that woman is giving you a bit of stability. Shoot, she may even be seeming to make your life better. And it's not that she's making your life better. It's just that she's giving you motivation to do the things that you should be doing for yourself. But I'm here to tell you that yes, a woman can make a man's life better, but the woman should not be telling a man what he should be doing with his life. Basically, a woman should not be telling you to go to the doctor. A woman should not be telling you, yeah, you should take some downtime and take care of yourself. A woman should not be telling you how to take care of your money. A woman should not be telling you how to take care of you. She is not your mother, and you are not 5. So, with that being said, man, it is time for us to realize, you know what? You may not got your ducks in a row right now. Shoot, me and Derek ain't got our ducks in a row right now. But we trying. We have dreams and we have purpose. And we moving with such, and we taking care of ourselves the best that we can. Yeah? We
see that word there, Neil? Purpose.
Purpose, yeah.
Purpose. You got purpose. There are too many men that get up in the morning, go to work, come home.
And you know what you do for day? What you do for day?
Go work.
What you do for day?
Come home. Then you get to the weekend.
Drinks.
You left work. Go and drink drinks. Go home.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, you might be single. Yeah, you might be single and decide to hit on any woman or something like that and try to. Cherish is just totally agree. A king does not need a queen to build his kingdom. Look.
Correct, Cherish.
That is a large portion. That's an extra large portion of phrase on the site with that. Because, brace yourselves. We's getting this thing about queens. Women that say we's queen. I is the price. I am this, I am that. But let's look at it, right? No royalty or any royalty that is given a kingdom, they have to take care of that kingdom. You have to be open. Shoot, we had Queen Victoria. We had what was the one? The woman that said let them eat cake, let them have cake or something like that in the French Revolution. Oh, Marie Antoinette. I could be messing up my history, but the point is, we have had poor leaders. We have had poor kings and queens in history. Right? We had Henry V. Right? We had poor kings and queens, presidents. But here's the thing. Everybody wants to be a king and a queen. But nobody don't want to put any work. Nobody don't want to deal with, thanks, Aston. Aston on the ball, yo. Yes, Aston. Yes, thank you. Tango Fox. Yes, Marie Antoinette. But everybody wants to be a king and a queen. But nobody wants to put in the work of understanding what a king and a queen. Everybody wants to live in opulence. Everybody wants to have the material things and thinks that makes them a king and queen. Everybody wants to be lauded. Everybody wants to be showered in adulation and say, oh, look at me, I'm a king and a queen. Women just put on a bikini, look good, put in the work in the gym. I ain't telling you not to. But then they're saying they're the queen, they're the diva. If you want to step to me, you got the bag. You want to step to me, you got to treat me like a queen. What will you do to deserve to be a queen? Yeah? Shoot, in history, when people were born into that royal subjugation sort of thing, I realized one day, but shoot, this woman says she's a queen, and my mother and my father tell me they gotta worship this queen. But this woman ain't doing that for me. This woman is not empowering me. This woman ain't bettering the society. This woman ain't, we living in squalor and poverty. And it is the same thing. If you are a queen, but when a man can run you, you gotta make the man jump through castle and fire and ocean and thing, beat Bowser and dragon and all to get to you. What kind of queen? Is the payoff really worth it? And I want men to understand. You want to be a king, brother. You want to be a king. But what makes you a king? A king does not make your money. Your success does not make you a king. What's in your heart and in your mind is what makes you a king. How you see the world, how you navigate the world. right? How you take care of yourself and you treat yourself, how you treat others around you. So to that end, let us understand that what Church said there, a king does not need a queen to build his kingdom. No, he does not. Derek says it all the time. A woman does not help build, she moves in. Yeah, a woman want ready done. But to me, we've done a lot.
That's the way they dating divine man.
Shout out
divine man.
The patron saint of divine man. But for many, many shorts that we've done and all the stories that we've seen, and we've gone on social media, abroad, here, everything like that, women just be like, oh, he only coming with that amount of money. He only doing this for me. He only doing for girl. If it was me, But in the end, what are you showing the public? That you're worth it? What praise are you? What you want to move into my mansion? You want to move into my house? You want to drive my car? You want access to me? But what have you done to show me that you deserve access to me? The same way I got to show you that I'm deserving of your access to you. Why I should pick you up as a woman, as my girlfriend, as my wife? The same way you should be discerning about how you let a man enter you, penetrate you, and give access to intimacy. Is the same way I got to be discerning about what energies I allow within my space. And I want more men to understand. And it does not matter about, I mean, there and they get him. We speak very eloquently. We're 2 men that make Queen's College. We got education. You know, we've traveled the world. They got some men that ain't got all of that. But that does not mean that you're not deserving of this mindset. You understand? We ain't telling women to go out there and be a Rhodes Scholar. We ain't telling women to go out there and take astrophysics. We ain't telling women to go out there and be a CEO of 500 owner. Be on your purpose and be about something. And you can see how the women come around you can just be different, yo. And you can see how a lot of women can all of a sudden talk about, I ain't game with a man, I ain't dating a man because up there. Because the options dry up. Because they know they can't get men that are of a certain value. And they know that the pookies and rare abound. So they're left in limbo. So I want people to understand. We won't hold against you that you went to Tango Fox. Tango Fox. I can look for you purposely. If you come with that rhetoric again, I can find a kick out button for you. there, Fiatlets.
No.
Yeah. But to end up this soliloquy and to put a bow on this nice neat package here is that I want from now, those of you that are listening, and we can do our very best to remind you all, right? If you are about your purpose and you're about moving with intent and you're about doing, you got a thing for QC, man. I mean, when you come about the place, men and women, you got to operate with purpose. Women are moving with their purpose. Women, they are going about their lives. They're building on their education. They're building their money. They're getting the middle income jobs. They're getting the managerial jobs, and they are moving on up. We men just going with the flow. We are not moving with intent. And I promise you, if you start moving with intent in your life, you start focusing on your health and focusing on yourself more. And I mean, focusing in a healthy, positive manner on yourself, the quality of woman, the quality of life is going to drastically improve. And the BS that I used to put up before, I tell me and Derek talked last week, and Derek, you could ball me out if it's a lie. I tell you that I see the green stream now. I could see the code in the matrix now.
The code.
Because I no longer let things get to me anymore. I see actions and reactions and counteractions coming 2 and 3 steps before, because I understand why you give women a certain level of emotional access, and you prioritize them emotionally over yourself, and they are going to fumble it. They're going to manipulate it. Why? Because you have put something that shouldn't be for them, something that should be for yourself in them. And you can't get vexed at a woman, and women don't get to, I'm not upset, I'm not vexed with you. Because in the end, you are doing for you. Your intentions are not necessarily nefarious. You are literally just doing what is best for you. So I want it to be clear. I'm not saying women are the devil. I'm not saying women out here doing evil things. But men, pouring yourself first. You pour into yourself first. You build your confidence, your mind, and your spirit to a point where a woman could tell you, I don't like the look of you no more. Very well. Left your keys on the nightstand. Thanks for the memories.
Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing. I promise you, since I have started this podcast, I have started to see things so much differently. And in that, I started to see things like things slowing down. And I understand now. We have given away from ourselves to people that do not deserve it.
I see Aston there making the point that okay, just saw a message saying that Roy Atkinson had died, but that's not true.
Oh, don't do that, Hammer. Don't do that, Hammer. I'm ready for being the galon.
So yeah, Aston made the point. I guess sometimes you do for everyone, but not yourself. And I think that is part of the issue, in that we men have always we've been brought up to think, we do have to fight the dragons and, slay the dragons and fight this body and beat Bowser and all that. We've been taught to do that. That's why these two men meet up on each other at 2 o'clock in the morning and decide to have a shootout. Because as far as they were concerned, shoot, I'm ready to lay down my life to win this woman. Study that, These two men are willing to shoot at each other because one catch the next one with a woman. Nobody thought, we got enough women there, could probably get another one.
We are outnumbered. We outnumbered, though.
You know what I mean? And what more than likely, what he was craving, as you see, need the access to intimacy. It comes standard on all females. Some might grip a little closer than others, but it comes standard on all females. You know what I mean? Get another one.
And what's upsetting, not across you, Derek, but you know what's upsetting? Not to cross you, my brother. But here's the thing. We have already proven that man was sticking in anything. A man was so what I don't understand is if we men would stick it in anything or anyone, when a woman done with you, is the same principle,
Take the done alone.
Take the done alone.
Yeah, just take the done alone. We have a friend, right? We have a mutual friend who says that masturbation improves decision making by like 75%, right? I'm gonna put him on full blast here, big up my guy.
Good man.
Yeah. You're watching the Senate podcast here on YouTube, check it out. Also, shout out to the Bad Movie Crew, that podcast as well. And this just in, check out that podcast.
Shout out him especially.
Yeah. So, fellas, sometimes, just knock out one and you will suddenly decide, you know what? I don't need to make that call. I don't need to, do this. I don't need to do that. I don't need to visit that chick. Let me just knock this out for myself.
Keep it trucking.
And then it's like, all right, yeah, I could do something else. You know what I mean? But we get so caught up. In this particular packaging. This woman is my girl, boy. She look good. She bossy big, that kind of thing. And those are the things that kind of like lead us to do stuff that we really shouldn't do. We're gonna paraphrase and sharpen her. He says that you cannot experience true. Wait, we gone. Oh, he deleted it. Okay,
he says that you cannot experience true purpose is found in. Wait. I'm gonna paraphrase. Some I can't pronounce that word. He says that you cannot experience true purpose if found in solitude. Perhaps one must take time to yourself to find your purpose before it. Jeez, right. What you delete that for, Aston? Why you delete that for Aston?
And that's somebody with a big long German name. Sound like philosophical and thing, right? So philosophical.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, and I said this here, if not last week, before, that some of the best growth you will experience as a man is in solitude.
Yes, sir. I have lived that. That is a fact. Take a time. Take a moment.
I said it. I hear it is not I in the same bracket as Schopenhauer. I think that's the name that you had
Schopenhauer,
there.
okay.
Yeah. So I know Derek Marshall have become a philosopher. Big up Derek Marshall, the Esquire, right?
SQ, man.
Fellas, if you put a roster, embrace it. If you like the woman that bad, and you come to find out, oh shoot, you put a roster with this other man and somebody else maybe. If you like the woman that bad, so look, I can hold Monday, Wednesday. If I can hold, yeah. I can hold Monday, Wednesday. The other man can get rest of days. I'll be content with you Monday, Wednesday.
Brother man, I would
because clearly you don't think you could get nobody else. So if you don't think you could get nobody else, hold Monday, Wednesday. Yeah. Hold Monday, Thursday, Monday, Friday. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'll be content with that.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy it.
But if it is if you think that you can do better and you can get somebody else, by all means, crack on. Get somebody else and go forward. But if you think that this is the only woman in Trinidad, in Diego Martin, that you could this is the only woman you could get, you and that man should have shared that woman. Shoot, this other man got another woman elsewhere pregnant. He ain't got all the time in the world to devote to this woman. What I could have gladly share her. What I could have talked it out. But again, we made greedy. So my mom has got a woman on the side and said, well, yeah, I got my family home. This is my girl on the side, but I want all days for myself.
No, greedy. No, you cannot. That her time is not yours. That is hers. That is hers. What she does.
They could have all come to an arrangement. Sit down and say, look, here we're going on. I know you shoot, we got a voice note there, so we got an old time clip. Read it there so let the people hear how school keeping.
This is the one that you sent me today?
Yes. Let's
you said there's an old time clip?
Yeah, it's about 5 years old.
Oh, you know that? All right. But ladies and gentlemen, this one is a bit rough. It does have some colorful language, so don't enjoy.
Woman, right? I know it is I know it is that going on with you and my girl on that. Go from me, Reese. I know it is that going on with you and my girl on there. What she behind me real you say? That gonna stop though. Real thing, they trying with she being real, they trying with she say. And if they trying with she and they see this guy happen and everything, I that's me just laughing little girl, I don't know from but what try telling you know. When you got my girl to laugh, my girl don't know about us. So you see this void that you and my girl pan? You see this void that you and my girl pan? My man let this void dead and knowing man. I tell you this, that's why dad and knowing my girl heard him. My girl heard him. Oh, thanks for you.
No, I want to be very clear about something, right? My man said, essentially, he's saying he would die behind his girl, right? And he trying with his girl, and that the girl always hurting him. Brother mine, if
just laugh.
But here's the thing, right, Derek? He is saying what he telling the other man for. The woman is the problem. The woman is the problem. The woman hurting you behind he. Right? The woman, you trying with the woman, meaning that is a constant thing that you gotta constantly, you gotta get effort behind she. Brother man, Ramel, you ain't gonna be calling nobody. You messaging nobody. Man, do not message nobody that dealing with your woman. The other man ain't the problem. Because trust me, if you get rid of the other man, and I mean, if you convince the woman to say, all right, you know what, babe? You're right. I was wrong. I can start dealing with the other man. You think he be last?
Okay, then. Okay, then. Obviously, she don't love you like that.
She don't.
I've said this in shorts before. She don't love you like that. Right? If she horny you consistently with this man, maybe you should just leave him alone.
Let it go alone, get it along the street.
Asta says, right, yeah, to find your purpose before imposing yourself upon the world. Yeah. Steve says the problem with men being on a roster is that everybody wants to be Jordan. Know your role and play your position. Amen.
We thought about this. Says, go ahead. Sorry, there. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Asta says, also men say that they can deal with the team sport thing, but women does weaponize other men against the whole roster sometimes. Now, this was this spins off of my conversation I had last night. Where I was saying, having been on a roster myself, right? In another life, I understood clearly that I was the sixth man. Yeah, that is my role, right? My job, put down some dog alerts, keep it trucking.
Bring energy off your bench.
Yeah. Yeah, I come in to loose my hand. I come in off the bench and my job is to score. That is it. I ain't here to be carrying a franchise. I ain't here to be playing the all-out defense and saying down with the chair and marking the team, the opposing team best player. That's my job. My job is to come and fill up the scoreboard. That is my job. Correct. Sweet Lou. That's me. Yeah. And I understood that. My job is to pick up the phone and call the team management and say, yeah, I want more minutes. That's my job. I get Monday, Friday. Shoot, I might go a day that I might be performing event to shoot. I would get a Wednesday too. So I get a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I mean, work with that, be everything cool. But it's not my place to be calling the woman, man, saying, yeah, man, listen, man, I let you girl, so nah.
You disrespectful.
I'm saying, so if you find out that you on a roster, if your woman says to you, shoot, you put on a roster, if you can't deal with that, just keep it trucking. If you say you can you are cool with that, and you get into that arrangement, if the situation changes, because I know very well a friend of mine actually who said she was in a situation like that. She told a fella she got a man, and everything was cool. And then when it was not cool, the man, she, to her man, right, kind of skin out the apple carrot. When he told them was done, he tell the man, but yeah, it was horny you. Nah, that ain't cool. If you make if you say, well, yeah, this way boat, this life boat, we can do a thing on the side, we can do a thing on the side. When it done. Keep it trucking. But don't decide, but yeah, I done so I scorch, as you see me scorch earth, I burn everything to the ground. Nah. If you're going in that roster life, play a role, keep it moving, right?
Do not be Steve Kerr. Do not be Steve Kerr going telling Jordan that he should pass the ball more.
Yeah, nah. Or Marcus Smart. Those who watch the Celtics.
To be fair, Marcus Smart may have a point.
Yeah, but he ain't the Madison Soul.
Yeah, I know.
He ain't the Madison Soul.
That he roll. Like Coach said that.
Yeah, that he roll. Aston said some men rank to own, some men to lease. Some men lease levels to this ish.
But they don't own it. Hold on. Right? They ain't owning. People, you cannot own the woman. You cannot own her time. You cannot own her body. You cannot own nothing. If the woman decides to give you, they say all the time, they decide to grace you with their presence. But you know what, man?
Yeah, pretty much.
But, man, you gotta be idiot to put up with that. If you feel that somebody has to grace you with their presence, then go and find somebody that will take you on a little more, though. Sheesh.
Yeah, go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. You know what? I think there's a good place to leave it tonight because we had that kind of time. But we passed that kind of time.
Yeah, before you go, I got something for you, though. Got something for you. See you? Right. And this can go into a bit of levity too, right? But I was just looking on my WhatsApp web, and I saw in another group chat, some friends of mine put up something, and I was like, okay. And it was so fascinating because this is not the Senate podcast. This is not the Senate chat. This is literally just another chat. But here we go. We can get into it. I'm going to read this to you, and it's going to come up on screen. Pet owners, if someone came to you and asked you to buy your pet for $250,000, would you sell your pet? So now we see my girl Colleen saying nope. Julia saying not for $1 million. But hold on a minute, Derek. Here are some of the comments. Absolutely not. She's an angel sent from God himself. Is a wife considered a pet?
Oh dear.
Wouldn't wouldn't sell my pets, I would certainly consider selling my husband. I would sell Ed first. No, but I'll sell my teenagers for half this. We have the husband says yes, the pet not a chance. The husband yes, not a chance. I sell my husband first. Is a husband considered a pet? Class as a pet, asking for a friend. No, I wouldn't try to do a deal for the kids first though. Anyhow, y'all get the point. I go to say all that to say. Then people, kind of talking, halfy talking, right? But I bet you if the cost was 250 million, gentlemen, you going up the river.
Sure, I feel they willing to sell out the husband for, I think it was 250,000, but that's what they said, right?
Yeah,
250,000 is good money.
Yeah. I mean, for sure, we could certainly benefit from $250,000 in our life right now.
I'm saying so. I think that most women would make that deal. You know what I mean, fellas? Stay woke. Stay woke. There's something called no fault divorce. So a woman don't have to prove irreconcilable differences. It's not them things. She could be like,
I'll be like Stallone and Dolph Lundgren. Expendable.
Correct. Expendable.
Wow.
But the hardest thing is to know. Yeah, once you know how to move. You can ignore reality all you want, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. You can't. Yeah. You don't make any rules. We just make sure you know where they are. Yeah. So, folks, be the best version of you for you. Be the best version of you for you. You can see when again soon.
It's a contaminated environment. In the tutus about that.